You guys, I wanted to just pop in here and talk a little bit about immune support and overall health. I know we're all in here for a 9-day detox, but I legit feel like within the past few weeks, there is not a day that doesn't go by that I don't run into someone who is sick, has been sick, kids are sick. Like, I just feel like there's so much sickness going around right now. And especially this year, I know this is just the time of the year for colds and flu and sicknesses, but I feel like it's especially bad this time of year. So I just wanted to go over some of the Isagenix products that you can really use to build your immune system up outside of what we're doing just in this 9-day detox for yourself and for your family, kids included. And then also just give you one little tip of something that's outside of Isagenix that I do anytime that I feel like I'm going to be around sick people, or just it's just a little immune boosting thing that I do. So outside of what we're doing just in our little 9-day detox, I just wanted to go over a few products. If you don't know about this one, this is our immune shake booster. This is reishi, purea, and maitake mushrooms, and then it also has beta glucan. All of these are immune boosters, so it literally goes in to boost our immune response and boost up our immune system so that if something comes into our body, we have a better chance of fighting it off. This is pretty much tasteless. It kind of has just a little bit of a flat flavor to it, but it can be mixed in anything. I put it in coffee sometimes. You can put it in a shake for kids. You could mix it in with juice or applesauce, yogurt, whatever they like to eat. They can't really taste it. And I really, really, really highly encourage everybody to get this and put this in their body, all of your families, just to give your immune system like one extra layer of defense against everything that's going around. This coronavirus is no joke. Like, it's no freaking joke. It's kind of scary. I feel like we just are having a really bad flu season, and I just keep hearing of so many people having the flu. So this is a really easy something you can add into what you're already doing. Your shakes that you're taking twice a day, just put a scoop of this in. Every single time you have a shake, put a scoop of it in. Put a scoop of it in your kids, however you can get it in, your husband. Get it in them to help keep them safe. That's super, super simple and easy. The other thing that we have is this Isa Immune. This has zinc in it. You spray it in your mouth. My kids love to do this. So it's just a couple sprays on your tongue and it gets really easily absorbed into your body. Super, super easy and simple. And I always, I do this all the time, but I'm like doubling and tripling. I do all of the things, you guys, because who likes being sick, right? So we do this. And then if we start to feel sick, we do even more of this. You guys, sleep is so important in boosting our immune system. So important. The second we start getting inconsistent or not quality sleep, our immune response drops dramatically. So it's super, super, super important. If you don't know about our sleep support spray, you guys, this stuff is amazing. It has tart cherry in it. It has melatonin in it. It has peppermint in it, so it's really, really soothing. You just take a couple squirts of this before you go to bed. It's nothing that's going to make you feel like groggy. I don't feel like it puts me to sleep. What it does is when I go to sleep, I just get deeper, more sound, more quality sleep. And you don't wake up feeling like groggy, like you've taken I don't even know, sleeping pills. I don't even know. I can't even think of the name because I've never taken them. But you guys, my dad has been the worst sleeper I've ever known my whole entire life. He just wakes up multiple times the night, goes to bed. He would always go to bed really, really early, wake up super early. He just has never gotten really good sleep. I gave him this, and within a week, he was sleeping soundly through the night. He said he's never ever slept that well in his life. And this was the one product that got him to take a look at any other products in the company, because he thought, if it can do that, what can everything else do? So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. And it's not very expensive either. Very, very cost effective something. My kids even take this. I don't give it to them all of the time because melatonin is something that their brains are still producing as they're growing. But if they have just a time where they're just having difficulty sleeping from time to time, I will let them have some squirts of it. Adaptogens. If you guys aren't already taking the Ionic Supreme, I highly recommend that. But also this Bia has adaptogens in it as well. So if you're not a fan of this is another really, really yummy and fun way to get adaptogens in your body. Cortisol levels. When our cortisol levels are high, which happens anytime we're stressed out, and that can be emotional stress, mental stress, stress from just being busy in life. It can be physical stress from working out in the gym. Anytime that happens, it suppresses our immune system. Our immune responses go down. So it's vitally important to keep our cortisol levels down so that our immune systems and our immune responses can stay up at a really good level so they can fight off sicknesses. So super, super good thing. Adaptogens do tons of amazing things for our body. In terms of helping us just deal with oxidative stress, toxins that are coming in, anything. They're so helpful in really just keeping keeping our health at an optimal level. And they're really easy to put into your body. So when I, like this time of the year, I am doubling up. So I'm either doing 2 servings of this or I'm doing like 1 of this and 1 of this a day. The fun thing about the BIA, if you don't know, it stands for Botanical Energy and Adaptogens. The energy in this there's literally raw food in here. It's like drinking your vitamins, basically. So it's the equivalent to eating like a couple servings of fruits and vegetables. And it's like, if you really hate swallowing pills, which we are going to talk about your vitamins next, but if you hate doing that, drink them. My daughter does not like to take a vitamin, but I let her have one of these every single day. It has caffeine in it, but she's a coffee drinker anyway, so that's not a big deal to me. And the caffeine comes from green tea, so I think that's fine. And it has less than 1 gram of sugar. So I'd so much rather her be having this than like a Starbucks, because Starbucks is just what she would get there is just filled with junk. So anyways, this is a really good, something that can help keep you healthy, and it's fun. Who doesn't like bubbly drinks? Our vitamins, of course, if you're not taking these, I highly, highly, highly recommend them. Basically, these just top off all of your nutrient levels. It's like if your shakes in your food were the bricks of a foundation, this is the mortar that holds it all together. And how strong would a foundation be without mortar? If, a storm came in and you didn't have mortar between your bricks and your foundation, would your structure stay together? Probably not. And so that is the importance of these. Think of it that way. This is really what holds it all. It's the glue that holds it all together. And it's definitely the glue that holds your nutritional foundation together. So super important to get these in. What these have that most of this doesn't have is those tiny little micro minerals that are not in the foods that we're eating. And so these are just so vitally important. I was just listening to a TED Talk this morning while I was in the shower. I love to listen to TED Talks while I'm in the shower about how having the right amount of micro minerals in our diet can really help to keep our brains healthy and fight off anxiety and depression and like all of the things that can lead to as well. So super important to have those micro minerals in our bodies. Gut health is a big thing. It's a big proponent to having a healthy immune system. So if you don't already take them, the enzymes and the probiotics are amazing. I love these. You guys, I cannot eat gluten at all whatsoever. Like, I just get sick for days if I eat gluten. But if I have something with gluten in it and I take a couple of these enzymes right away, it lessens the horribleness of it so much for me. It's crazy how well these work. So I'm not saying that if you're gluten intolerant or allergic to gluten, definitely don't be eating gluten. But I am just a little bit intolerant to it. My body just doesn't like it. I can't go out and eat a bunch of gluten and then just have these on top of it. But if I do have some gluten and take these, like I said, it lessens the horribleness of it. It's not as bad for me. And then probiotics, of course, so important. You can never have enough good bacteria in our guts because bad bacteria is always trying to outweigh it. So we want to balance that out. And a healthy gut leads to a healthy immune system, leads to a healthy body. So that's a really easy way. Just 2 pills. These you take right before you eat a meal, and this is best taken in the morning. The probiotics is best in the morning on an empty stomach. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Amped Hydrate. So this is part of our Amped line, which is our performance line, but this is perfect for everybody. I give this to my kids. My kids get at least 1 serving of this every single day. It has so many amazing vitamins and minerals in it. Plus it tastes really good. So it helps you to get more water in your body, and water, I mean, we need to stay hydrated to keep our immune system healthy, right? So this is just a really easy way to get some extra vitamins in your body, keep yourself hydrated, keep yourself healthy, and it tastes good. Okay, the one thing that I make on top of all of this, if I feel like a little tickle in my throat, if I feel something coming on, if someone else in my house is sick, we all start doing these. I call them my cold and flu shots. And it is a combination of raw lemon juice. You can either squeeze it from a lemon. We buy this from Costco just because it's way easier than keeping fresh lemons on hand and squeezing them. And I put like a tablespoon of this. It doesn't have to be exact. None of this will kill you if you have too much of it. Raw apple cider vinegar, the Bragg's. I like that the best, the taste of it. Like a tablespoon of each of those. Like a teaspoon of raw local honey. You want the unfiltered, you want it raw so you have local antioxidants, to wherever you're from. Like a teaspoon of this, a little tiny pinch of cayenne pepper, and like maybe like quarter to half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I mix that all together, put a little bit of water in it, warm it up in the micro for a few seconds, just so this can kind of melt into it and it's not chunky. And then I use my little my little coffee whipper thing to mix it all together. And then I just down the hatch like a shot. You guys, these work so beautifully, and it's all just natural stuff, but all of this stuff is like natural stuff that boosts your immune system. The other thing that you can do if you really can't handle any of this is our Natural Accelerator has very similar ingredients to all of this. So if this is something that you're like, nope, not gonna do that down the hatch, even though I still really think do this, you can just take a couple extra Natural Accelerator too, and that will help boost your immune system. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. You guys stay healthy. So important. I don't want to see anybody sick. I hate hearing of people being down and out for 2 weeks with the flu. Nobody has time for that. So I hope these tips were helpful to you. And if you know of people that this could benefit, share out this video to them. Like, invite them to come take a look at it or share these tips with them. We're all about just keeping people. This is not about dieting. This is not about weight loss necessarily. This is about health, staying healthy, feeling good, having energy, being vibrant. And I hope you guys are all having a great weekend.